I need Teddy to die slow. Painful, terrible, horrible. I need him to get his comeuppance. Hopefully the ex-wife can make it out unscathed. Girl, take your unborn child and flee. Because, I don't know, Teddy is a snake and I don't put nothing past Teddy. Nothing at all. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will be reviewing episode 7 of the final season of Snowfall. Y'all, honestly, I was debating even doing a video on this episode. I was kind of going to just skip this episode and just jump right into the next one because I feel like nothing really happened this episode. Is it just me? I feel like they are really dragging this out, specifically the whole DEA, KGB, also Teddy thing. Like, can we just get to now this episode, we see Teddy's wife pregnant, coming to see him about this whole Franklin situation, telling Teddy to give him back the money and how if he doesn't do something, she will. And she talks about a public execution for him. And I'm really saying, like, girl, you better be careful because pregnant and all, ex-wife and all, Teddy gonna kill you. Like, I feel like he's such a sleazebag. Now, we also have the situation with Oso. And you know what, before we jump to Oso, Teddy goes to meet with Louis about setting Franklin up for him. Whatever, child. We'll get to Louis later. So that's Teddy's whole thing this episode. Like, just that. But that's why I'm like, y'all, can we just get on with it? But also ends up at home and he finds the KGB guy in his house with a gun. Well, that lady and her kids sleep. And I'm just like, bro, you done crossed the line. Like, you going too far. But y'all, I'm just not into it. I just felt like nothing happened. We're doing the same song and dance. The KGB wants Teddy. The DEA wants Teddy. Also caught in the middle. And also be about to have a damn heart attack every episode because of the pressure with all these agencies that he trying to work with. Double cross Teddy. Get out safe with the lady and her kids. And this, like I said, was way too much. And she ends up telling also, like, we might have to leave without you. So basically, they gonna be over and she gonna just go leave with her kids so they could be safe. So also ends up going to see Franklin and letting him know I got picked up by the DEA. The KGB want Teddy. The DEA want Teddy. They did want you, but all anybody care about is Teddy. I ain't telling nothing about you. And he's telling Franklin, this needs to move up. Like, you need to go ahead and take out Teddy. If this gonna happen, it needs to happen right now. Now, we have, of course, Louis. After Jerome is killed, Sissy comes to see Louis. Louis go to see Teddy. Louis at the funeral. And I'm so sick of Louis. I'm so over her. Y'all, just kill her off the damn show. I am so irked and annoyed how she's not taking no responsibility and blaming everything on Franklin. When she goes to talk to Teddy, she's like, I'll bury my husband tomorrow. And it's all because of Franklin. When she talked to Sissy is like, we all had a hand in this. Like, Sissy is telling you, we are all culpable. Nope, not to Louis. Louis say, nope. It ain't nobody's fault except Franklin. Even though Jerome wanted to get out the game and I said I need more time. Even though everybody told me leave Kane alone, but I took it, and we making a deal, but I took it upon myself to send crackhead Buckley after Kane. Even though she wanted to get out from under Franklin and separate from him, but that wasn't enough. Then she wanted to go behind Franklin and go to the plug and make her own deal. But somehow, Louis ain't at fault for nothing. Y'all, I'm so sick of her. But y'all, Franklin goes to the projects to see Leon, borrows a $500,000 or $1 million, and was it just me? When they are walking through the projects, I peeped some guy eyeing them. Did y'all notice that? Somebody in the background, some guy, I couldn't really peep who he is. I don't know if we've seen him, and if we have, maybe he was just in the background with a small part. But as they are walking through the projects, Leon and Franklin, there is some random guy like eyeballing them. And I was like, hold on now, what is this? What is this? Now, I didn't think it was smart for Franklin to go to Jerome's funeral, only because if I'm Teddy, this when I'ma get you. And I thought Teddy was going to make some kind of move, and maybe he did, and they just ain't show us yet, because he don't know where Franklin laying his head on. Now, remember, nobody know where the stash is at. And Franklin got pregnant V sleeping on the air mattress on the floor at the stash house. So maybe Franklin followed them from the funeral. Not Franklin. Maybe Teddy followed them from the funeral, because I feel like that would be my chance to get at Franklin. Because he meets with Louie, and she drops the "I'm burying my husband tomorrow." So I would go scope that out to get Franklin, because I would think he'd be at his uncle's funeral. But anyway, yo, why it looked like a pimp or something was sitting behind Louie at the funeral? Who was that? I don't know why it's background folks that was like catching my eye this episode, but I was like, who is that? What is going on? Now, something else that tripped me out about Louie, who thinks she's done no wrong at all, ever. She has a conversation with Scully. She pulls up acting crazy, child. But she gonna tell Scully, how did you find peace after your little girl and your, girlfriend was killed? And I'm sitting here like, you mean how did he find peace after Leon killed his daughter and Jerome killed his baby mama? Like, you need to, if you're gonna say the sentence, say it right. How did you find peace after Jerome killed your baby mama? Because Jerome did that. So why we ain't, y'all, it might just be me. Like, I'm over it. I feel like maybe this final season didn't need to be as many episodes as it is, because the KGB storyline, the DEA, this whole family war, which I guess, the family war over, but it ain't really over because Louis still, want to kill Franklin. But it just feels like it's being dragged out. I really feel like nothing happened this episode. Nothing that hasn't already happened. We already know that the KGB and DEA putting pressure on Oso. And now this episode of KGB in his house putting pressure on also. Like, it's the same old. Y'all, where's V Mama? Is she gonna pop up again? Because I would have just left my daughter with this crazy. If you really think Franklin is a madman, where is her mama? Y'all, I need Louis to die. I need Teddy to die slow, painful, terrible, horrible. I need him to get his comeuppance. Hopefully the ex-wife can make it out unscathed. Girl, take your unborn child and flee. Because, I don't know, Teddy is a snake and I don't put nothing past Teddy. Nothing at all. But y'all, what really took the cake was the conversation with Teddy and Louie when he wants her to set him up with Franklin. And at first she's kind of like, why the hell would I do anything for you? Why Teddy gonna say, you sell my drugs, you work for me, you make a lot of money, all I'm asking for is Franklin? Boy, Louie not as smart as she thinks she is. And remember that other season when they first wanted to step away and Franklin told her one day she gonna realize she's not as smart as she thinks she is. She really ain't smart. Because the second Teddy had the nerve to say, you work for me, you sell my drugs, you make all this money, I'd be like, nigga, Franklin worked for you. He sold your drugs. He made a lot of money that you stole. So you gonna steal my money? You gonna steal my money? I just do not understand how you know that somebody does bad business, stole from somebody, but you want to do business with them. Baby, what make you different? And yes, she was talking to Jerome about moving their money out of Panama. That ain't enough. He got the Franklin money. He could get me your money. Yo, what the hell is Alton? Alton and Sissy, the only one, and Jerome used to be the only ones with some damn sense, and Leon. But ain't nobody got no sense right about now. Because, baby, what are we doing? What are we doing? What's going to be the big move? What's the plan? What's the end game? Oso is running out of time. Because everything is really about to come crashing down on him. I need a KGB gotta die. I just feel like he ain't gotta die. I just don't like how he rolled up in the people's house like that. Like, don't be upset with us because you was caught slipping on your pimping. But I'm kind of over everything at this point. I don't know. Maybe this is just me, and maybe it was just this episode. But I just feel like I'm over it. Nothing is happening. Can we get to? Can we get on with it? It just feels like we are really stretching and dragging out these storylines. Baby, where is the DEA? Like, they told us from Oso, but where they at? What they doing? What's plan B? Like, you have an informant, you're trying to get somebody, but that can't be the end all be all means of how you plan plan on executing your plan, what else they got going on? What is the KGB plan? You threaten also. Do you really think that's going to get you what you want? What's the other plan? I'm assuming you ain't still living in that same little apartment, child. And likely he done dipped out on the surveillance. I don't know if they were surveilling him, like following him, or just surveilling the apartment. But what's the end game? What the hell is even Teddy's end game? Is it still about that damn war? Like, what is... Oh, Lord. And how... Is Teddy supposed to be doing something righteous when it comes to this war? Because how you doing all this snake-ish and evil-ish because of it? Do you even care about this war? Like, oh, y'all, I don't know. I'm annoyed. I'm over it. I'm just like, and honestly, I'm not even in a rush to see this week's episode. I'll get to it when I get to it. I'm kind of over Snowfall at this point, but maybe I'm being dramatic. I just was so bored with this episode because nothing happened. Obviously, Louis got a trick up her sleeve, which this ain't make sense to me. At the funeral, Louis and Franklin have a conversation, and she asks him, "Why did you come back for me?" Which I guess him coming back and risking everything to save her don't mean ish to her child. But in the midst of the conversation, he's like, "You owe me Teddy. You said you was gonna get me close to Teddy," which I don't understand why Franklin did that. You gotta end to get Teddy. Also, you don't need her, so I'm confused. But I'm hoping Franklin is smart enough to not trust Louis, because she agreed to set him up for Teddy, which, look, I don't know if she's going to go through with it or if she just agreed. But you know you killed Teddy's dad. You know he looking for you. You know he worked with Louis. It should dawn on you that he would try to use Louis to set you up and get to you. So I hope Franklin's smarter than that. I hope he knows this is a setup, but I don't know if I'm just not smart enough. I don't know why he even asked Louis about this. You got Oso. You don't need Louis. I don't get it. But let me know in the comments, guys, how did you feel about this episode? Was it riveting and it was just me? Was I the only person not really impressed and bored with this episode? Thank you so much for supporting the channel. As always, I'll see you in the next one.